morning, everybody. Matthew Coller here inside TCO Performance Center. The Minnesota Vikings just wrapping up joint practices with the San Francisco 49ers. 2 days of highly competitive practices. We saw the Minnesota Vikings offense shine on both days, particularly with the connection between Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. That shouldn't be any surprise. The first day, there was one interception thrown by Cousins, but for the most part, the offense was able to move the ball against the 49ers defense. As far as the backup quarterback situation goes, well, we saw in the first day, Kellen Mond performed pretty well, especially in a 2-minute drive where he was able to hit a couple of completions and bring the Vikings into scoring position for a game-winning field goal on the 2-minute drill. And then in day 2, Sean Mannion had a better showing, where he hit a deep bomb to Irv Smith Jr. 40, 50-yard throw that he brought in for a touchdown against the 49ers. So nothing decided with these practices for who the backup quarterback will be. Kevin O'Connell did not say who they plan to start on Saturday when the Vikings play against the 49ers at US Bank Stadium, but we have seen very much the equal rep treatment between Kellen Mond and Sean Mannion. Couple other notes: Ed Ingram has more or less officially taken over the right guard position as the starter with the ones in each of these days. He was the number one right guard for every rep, and we should expect that to be exactly the same going forward. And if you look at the offensive line now, the Vikings have either a first or second round draft pick at every position on the offensive line, so potentially making progress here as their draft pick wins a job about halfway into training camp and before the second preseason game. Things could possibly change, but it doesn't look like Ed Ingram will be giving up that job anytime soon. Now, these practices featured a lot of matchups that we should be interested in. Trey Lance against the Vikings defense. I focused on that for day 2, and Patrick Peterson made a great play with a tip and an interception by Shandon Sullivan. And for the most part, the defense did not allow anything downfield. It was very interesting to see Lance taking off to run quite a bit, finding bootleg and play action short throws, but the Vikings secondary held up quite well against San Francisco. Also, another note on the offensive side of things, offensive lineman Chris Reed has not been practicing, and he is considered day-to-day by the Vikings. And Irv Smith Jr., he is on track still to come back by week 1. Kevin O'Connell made that announcement today that he'll still have to make some progress physically to be ready for week 1, but the expectation is that his thumb injury should be healed and ready to go by then. So we'll have lots of coverage over at Purple Insider of the Vikings and 49ers when it comes to Saturday's preseason action, and lots still to be decided here from training camp. So make sure you keep it here, and we will catch you next time.